Welcome to Marketing Moments, where I'll teach you the marketing fundamentals most entrepreneurs get wrong to help you stand out from the competition and attract your ideal clients. This is Dequiana Jackson, small business marketing coach and founder of Inspired Marketing Inc. Hello. In today's marketing moment, I want to talk to you about a common business trap. Now, a business trap is something that literally gets you stuck in your business. If you fall into it, you may not be productive, you may stop launching projects, and your client payments may go down. Yes, it's that serious. Today's business trap is something I'm going to see if you can figure out from listening to a few statements. Can you identify with any or all of these? 1. You have the following social media accounts: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, Google+, Snapchat, plus a few more that I didn't list. 2. You're in the middle of several projects right now. None of them are complete and you have no launch date set, but you got a lot going on. 3. You own a domain name for every business idea you have. You might have even had them for years, but you have 0 built-out websites. Number 4, you typically have 10 plus browser tabs up at any given time. That includes on your laptop, desktop, tablet, or phone. These desktops might be things to read, things to download, a random social media account, and your email inbox. You may go through some of them, but another one quickly replaces the one you closed. And number 5, you started a blog or email newsletter. Maybe last year, a couple years ago, maybe even a few months ago. Wrote 3 articles, haven't written anything since. So if you found yourself nodding your head as I read out some of those statements, you're probably suffering from what's known as shiny object syndrome. Yes, that's an actual term, shiny object syndrome. In business, its symptoms include wanting to be everywhere on social media, needing to explore every product or service that catches your eye, or constantly starting new ideas and projects only to move on to the next one once the newness wears off. You definitely get started, but your follow-through needs a little bit of help. And I have seen this with not only social media accounts, but also live streaming. People will get all excited, say that I am going to meet you every week at 7 o'clock on the dot to talk to you about something. They get excited. They may show up the first couple times. They don't have a set plan, don't really have a structure. They may do the whole let's wait a few minutes to see who's coming on, fix their hair, ramble a little bit, get overwhelmed, or just stop, get offline, and you never hear from them again. Please do not do this to your potential clients. They want to hear from you, but only if you're sure of what you're doing and you have a plan. So where does this shiny object syndrome come from? It's really rooted in fear, a fear of missing out, a fear that if you don't jump onto this new thing, you're not going to get any new clients, your old clients aren't going to care about you, and your business will fail. Now, this fear can lead to some other negative things, like anxiety. You start seeing all of these platforms, all these services, all these products that are promising you to take your business to the next level. And so you start to doubt. You get some anxiety. You wonder, am I on the right platform? Am I using the right tools? Am I doing enough to make my business grow? And you can have this anxiety even if your business is doing fairly well. It is growing. But when you see social media posts and blogs and articles, even news stories about the next hottest thing, it makes you feel like you want to get on it, even if it's not right for you or your clients. Another issue that can come out of that fear of missing out is lack of focus. For example, you sit down at your computer to write content for a program you want to launch in a couple months. Then you get an email about a new project management spreadsheet that you just have to download. So you take a break from your program writing and you go download the spreadsheet. And while you're online, you might as well check your social media accounts, your favorite sites, and your email. Oh, wow, okay, you see an ad for a business book that someone recommended. It's on sale. You gotta get that while you see it, or you might forget. Next thing you know, 2 hours have passed. Might be time to pick up the kids from school, get some dinner. You haven't written one word of content. Lack of focus will get you. That's the damage or the danger of those 10 plus tabs. You have too many up, one of them is bound to catch your eye. Another issue that comes out of this is lack of money. Why? Clients don't buy half finished products or programs. If you constantly jump from one thing to the next, you'll never have anything to put out in the marketplace. You cannot make money if you have nothing to sell. If you're a business coach or someone who likes the one on one time or even the one on many time with group coaching, filling up programs and having those one on one clients is great. But in order to maximize your dollars, having things like books and courses and things that people may be able to do on their own or with little assistance from you is needed. You can't do that if you're not finishing your ideas. That does not mean that you can't explore new things, but with that shiny object syndrome, you're going to be all over the place. Now, this might be you if you have a notebook full of ideas and again, those half finished programs. Okay, so we've talked about the problem, we've talked about what the shiny object syndrome is, but how do you combat it? What are some things that you can do to make sure you don't fall into this business trap? The biggest thing is being intentional with your time. Again, be intentional with your time. When you're confronted with a new idea, a new product, a new social media platform that you're just itching to get started on, ask yourself some questions first. Here are 4. Some have subparts, but overall, these are 4 things that you need to ask yourself as soon as you get that itch to try something new. 1. Is this right for my business and my target audience? Again, is this right for my business and my target audience? Yes, it may look really great, but as you peel back the layers, does this resonate with my client base? Do they care if I get this project management software or jump on this social media platform? Does it fit my business model? Am I going to be able to do it? If that's not a yes for every single one, then don't do it. It's okay. Just say no and get back to what you were doing. Question number 2. Why do I want it in the first place? Get to the heart of your motivation. If you can see, number 1, this is right for my business, this is right for my target audience, it will propel my business forward. This is something I have been looking for a while. It's a solution to my problem. Okay, go for it. I'm sure it'll work out wonderfully. However, if it's, well, I see everybody else doing it and I just want to try it, I think it might be great, or maybe I don't, or I'm scared and if I don't try it, something bad will happen. No, don't do it. You cannot use fear as motivation. If it's not going to work, if you don't want it for the right reasons, don't get it. Number 3, if I implement this tool or follow this idea through to the end, will my clients care? Will they pay for it? Will they download it? Will they engage with me on this platform if it's a social media platform, for example? Again, if not, don't do it. Sometimes we get so caught up in what we think is best that we put things out and create things that clients don't even care about. Again, I use that project management software tool as an example. Are they going to reap the benefits of this in some such way? Are you going to have more time to write a newsletter or produce content for them by getting this software? Or will they not get any benefit from it? Will they care? Is it something that they've been asking for? Or is it something that you just like that won't resonate with them? If it won't resonate, don't do it, don't get it, put it to the side. And lastly, this is a big one. Do I really have time to see this through? Do I really have time to see this through? It's okay to file something away to begin once you finish some other projects. If your to do list is already a mile long, you may need to drop something first or finish something before you tackle something new. You could go through all these questions. Yes, it's right. Yes, my target audience wants it. Yes, I want it for the right reasons. My clients will care. But you don't have the time. And that's okay. That's when you take a moment to look at priorities. Is this new thing going to propel my business forward more than what I'm working on right now? If yes, take the risk on the new thing. If not, put it on the back burner, finish what you started already, and then get to it. There's no dishonor in that at all. Now, one tool that I use to be intentional with my time is a Pomodoro timer. If you look up Pomodoro technique on your phone or on the internet, you can find this handy little timer. It's literally based on the little tomatoes that we had in the kitchen that our families had when you're cooking. So you turn this timer on and it will go off in about 25-30 minutes. The technique is really a time management tool. For me, I tend to not take breaks. So I make sure to turn this on, and after 25 minutes, I remember, okay, time to get up, time to move, time to get things going. That's helpful with the time intentionality. I'd say if you're someone who gets shiny object syndrome on a regular basis, especially if you're the type that has a 10 plus tabs up, I would download that Pomodoro app, turn it on for the 25 minutes, and use that 25 minutes to go through some of those tabs. And then when you're done, turn it off and move on to some other part of work. That way, you can combat that fear that you're missing out on some things, but also you're not spending all day on things that aren't productive. Now, I believe that us as entrepreneurs, or we as entrepreneurs, should always be in learning mode. Trying new things is definitely not a bad thing, but you have to finish one thing before you move on to something else. You also have to make sure that you're not jumping into so many different things that you finish them, but they're not finished well. So another thing that I've done is create a things to read folder on both my email account inboxes and on my computer. So if I get an email about something new, I put it in that folder. If someone sends a link to an ebook that I definitely have to check out or they believe I should check out, I'll sign up, download it, and then put it in the folder. If I get a new idea for a program, I open up Notepad, or I even have a physical notebook. I'll jot that down and save it there. And then at the end of the week, I try to be intentional, again, that word intentional, about taking an hour or so, going through those folders, read something, try something out, and then once I'm done, delete it. This takes discipline because if you're not making those times to check it out, then you have a things to read folder that is overflowing. That's not good either. So again, if you find that you are suffering from the shiny object syndrome, use these tools and tips and techniques to get over it as best as you can. It will not serve you. It is a business trap. If you've gotten over shiny object syndrome, I'd love to hear from you. Please reply, leave a comment, and share what you've done to make sure that you don't fall into this business trap. Also share. If you found this tip helpful, please share it with your networks and help someone else get out of the business traps that they might be falling into. Until next time, have an awesome day. This has been Dequiana Jackson with Marketing Moments. If you need help marketing your business, contact me now at www.inspiredmarketinginc.com. Have an awesome day.